Now we're ready to get underway in game two, and the very first pitch of the ball game lined into center and charging and going down and making a diving catch is Gray Stockwell out in center field for the Spartans. Spartans starting Eli Chappelle as their starting pitcher. Chappelle on the year, 15 and a third innings. He's given up just 6 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them earned. He's walked 11 in the 15 and a third innings, but he has struck out 22. And the first batter was Eli Sensabaugh, who lined out to center, and now up for Cathedral is Callum Birdsell. Their left fielder, a right-handed batter against the right-handed hurler, and a hard-breaking pitch catches the outside corner, and it's even 1-1 on Birdsell. Working quickly, Chappelle delivers, and that one foul tipped at the plate, and Chappelle is ahead of Birdsell. 1-2. Getting the sign, going to the full windup. Here's the 1-2. Breaking pitch, and that's flared down the right field line and foul. For the Spartans defensively, Luke Haley is at third. Charlie Herr is the shortstop. Aiden Phillips at second. Connor Deem is at first base. Nolan Rogers behind the plate. In the outfield, left to right, Wurgis, Stockwell, and Bardwell. Once again, the 1-2 pitch. Fastball in there for a strike. Throws him at the plate, and Birdsell goes down looking for the second out here in the top of the first inning.
I don't think he was looking for number 1 right there, because it came right in, right about belt higher letters. Real good pitch to hit, but he was not ready for it.
23, Chase Nichols.
First strikeout of the game for the right-hander for Homestead, and it brings up Chase Nichols, the Irish's third baseman. He'll take a pitch just a little upstairs for ball 1. Cathedral 9-3-1 on the season. Pitch, big breaking ball, and that clips the knees at the outside corner for a strike and evens it up 1-1 on Nichols.
This is a team and a school that generally is very highly ranked in baseball every single year.
Fastballs upstairs, 2-1. Cathedral wearing green tops, green pants, navy blue numbers bordered in gold. The 2-1 curveball fouled back and out of play.
Definite Irish tinge on those uniforms, by the way.
Yeah, they not only share the nickname with Notre Dame, but the color scheme as well. Homestead all-white uniforms. The pitch grounded up the middle of the diamond. Over to his right is Phillips, and he can't come up with the backhand, and it will go off his glove into shallow center, and that will be a base hit for Chase. So a runner aboard with 2 outs. Top of the first inning for Cathedral. It'll bring up cleanup hitter Michael Gallagher. Gallagher, the first baseman.
First baseman number 12, Michael Gallagher.
Gallagher, a senior. Nickname, or correction, Gallagher, right-handed hitter, takes the first pitch, a fastball that stays outside. Nichols with the 2-out single takes his lead off first. The stretch, the pitch, good breaking ball. It's clipping that outside corner right at the knees with that curveball. And
he was backing away on that one, wasn't he?
It's a 1-1 count. Little toss over to first. Not much of a move, just letting him know he's still paying attention. Counts even 1-1. Another quick throw to first. That time diving back.
A little more serious on that one.
Wind blowing in from left. The 1-1. Fastball low and inside, 2-1. Shortstop Charlie Herr cheating over towards second. Leaves a big hole between short and third. 2-1. Another big breaking ball, and again, right on the spot, painting the black at the knees to even up the count 2-2. Strike away from ending the top half of the first. Pitch, fastball, and he's walking off, but it's a little bit high. And now it's full count and the runner at first. Chase Nichols is going to get a head start. Gallagher waves the bat from the right-handed batter's box. The 3-2 curve hits the outside corner, a called strike 3. A pair of strikeouts looking in the top of the first inning for Spartans right-hander Eli Chappelle. And after a half inning of play, Cathedral fails to score. Spartans coming to bat. It's our high school baseball game of the week presented by PSM Baseball on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Cathedral coming to bat, or Homestead coming to bat in the bottom of the first inning after Cathedral fails in the top half of the inning. The first game, 13-0 Cathedral, and really decided with 2 big innings. One of them came right in the middle of the contest when Cathedral put up 6 runs in the top of the 4th inning, but then Cathedral just added on in the 7th. 6 runs came across to open up what was a 7-0 lead to 13-0. And perhaps that long offensive inning in the bottom or the top of the 7th might have impacted their pitcher, who went to the bottom of the 7th with a no-hitter and gave up a first pitch line drive single to left field that broke up the no-no. So the Spartans come to bat. Shane Bardwell starts it off. And the lefty-lefty matchup taken low for ball 1. On the mound for Cathedral, it is left-hander Charlie Johnson. Johnson, a sophomore pitcher, brings the second offering, and that will clip the knees on the outside corner, evening the count 1-1. Bardwell, 349 hitter, takes pitch low and away. It's 2-1.
Pretty much the same spot, only this one was a ball.
Bardwell with the open stance in the left-handed batter's box. The southpaw delivers. That's a strike on the outside corner. Well, we've got the most judgmental position we could have because we are directly behind home plate.
It looked outside to me, too.
2 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch, and that's fouled out of play. As Bardwell protects that outside corner, he's had a couple of balls called strikes out there, and so got to hit what the umpire's calling. 2-2. The pitch grounded left side, and that will split shortstop and third and bounce its way into left field for a base hit. So the Spartans get their leadoff man aboard here in the bottom of the first, trying to scratch across their first run of the day. 7 innings for high school baseball. Bottom of the first, nobody out, runner on for Luke Haley. Spartans third baseman bats from the right side against the left-handed hurler for Cathedral. Defense playing the double play, bunch toward second base, and a swing and a miss on the first pitch for strike 1 to Haley. Bardwell the lead off first. And the pitch, slow curveball, and that's grounded the opposite way in between second and first, and that will go to right field for a base hit. Rounding second, running hard to third is Bardwell, and he's in there ahead of the throw. Back-to-back hits the opposite way for the Spartans. Bardwell, the left-handed hitter, goes to left, and Haley, the right-handed stick, just reaches out and chops it on the right side into right field, and runners on the corners for nobody out. Bottom of the first inning for Gray Stockwell, the Spartans center fielder, hitting in the 3 spot. Stockwell comes in with a .396 average. 19 hits, second on the team. The pitch, little half swing. Now it's a delay steal. And now you got the runner coming in from third, and they've got him hung up. Dive back to third, the tag, and he is out. Homestead tried to go with the double steal, and they ran a little bit of a delay with Haley. The catcher gave a big pump fake, and that got Bardwell to break for home, and then Cathedral got him caught in between third and home, and the tag made down at the third base bag as Bardwell tried to dive back. Heading to second base is Haley, but now there is one out, just one runner on. And Stockwell waits. And the pitch, high and outside, evening the count, 1-1. Haley gets the lead off second. The stretch for Johnson. And the 1-1. Change up outside. 2-1. Some clouds with a lot of sunshine peeking through. That's the positive. It's cold for May. The pitch, swing and a miss at a tailing fastball. And count evens up 2-2. After Stockwell, it's Aiden Phillips getting his swings in the on-deck circle. Spartans batting, bottom of the first. Still no score. The set. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Waved at a fastball at the knees on the inside corner. And that's a big strikeout for Johnson. The runner still at second. Now with two outs, chance to get out of this frame unscathed after the first two batters reached with back-to-back base hits. A base running mistake by the Spartans. And a strikeout of Stockwell. And you've got cleanup hitter Aiden Phillips. Phillips will bat from the right side. Pitch, chop foul over toward the Homestead dugout on the third base side. Homestead in their all-white uniforms, blue letters and numbers, blue helmets. Two outs, bottom of the first. Scoreless here at Homestead. The 0-1 pitch, that's a fastball right down the chute. Taken for a strike, and it's 0-2 on the Spartans cleanup hitter. Phillips comes in with a .222 average. And the pitch, fastball, and that tails just off the plate, and it's a pretty good take for Phillips. That left-hander has that natural tail on that fastball, and it started over the outer edge and then broke a few inches off. Phillips showed the discipline to not take a rip at it. The 1-2 offering from Johnson. And again, a check swing and laid off a high heater. Counts even 2-2. Long look in to get a sign for the sophomore left-hander, and here comes the pitch. Breaking ball, and it stayed outside the whole way. Never got back to the outer edge. And so it's gone the distance for Phillips, 3-2. Haley, the runner at second. Phillips at the plate, Johnson on the mound. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Long look in to get the sign. And the set. The pitch, fouled out of play. It's still 3-2. Phillips steps into the right-handed batter's box. The southpaw on the mound. Charlie Johnson gets the sign and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts of the 3-4 hitter. And what started with so much promise ends with a couple of Ks.
Optimum Performance.
That does it in the bottom of the first for the Spartans. A couple of hits, one runner left on base after one full inning of play here in Homestead. It's scoreless between the Cathedral Irish and the Homestead Spartans on the high school baseball game of the week. 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
The professionals.
For those of you wondering how you find high school baseball on the radio dial for the afternoon on a Saturday, well, we started with the plans to be out at Carroll High School for the Snyder Panthers and the Carroll Chargers. And originally, we learned of a delay. They were planning on starting at noon. So we arranged schedules and planned on being at a game at noon out at Carroll. Then we're informed earlier this morning that that game has been canceled. So no games taking place at Carroll. And fortunately, Homestead welcomed us at the last moment to be able to come out here and bring you high school baseball on this Saturday afternoon. Brett Rump with Dean Pantazi. Adam Lundy is our studio producer. And we go to the second inning. And for Cathedral, they will have hitters 5, 6, and 7 due up against Eli Chappelle. First pitch is fouled back for a strike. It's 0-1, and a big breaking ball snaps in there to make it an 0-2 count on Scout Bouchon. Bouchon, a right-handed batter against the right-handed hurler. Chappelle winds up. Swing and a miss at a pitch up and in. It bounces out of the catcher's glove, but he'll retrieve it and throw to first. Rogers to Deem, and that officially records the putout on the strikeout of Scout Bouchon. So another strikeout for
the catcher, number 21, Bo Blondie.
For Chappelle.
Early on, it looks like these pitchers, who usually you get to the second game of a doubleheader, you're not at your number one, but both of these guys look pretty good.
Drag bunt, third base side. Chappelle off the mound quickly. A throw, and it's wide of first, and it goes past Deem into shallow right. It's backed up by the right fielder, Shane Bardwell, but not before Blondie gets to second base. So that will go likely as a bunt base hit and an error on the pitcher on the throw that allowed Blondie to get down to second base.
It was a tough chance, and he was trying to hurry it, but it just didn't quite work out that way. So now Cathedral again with a chance to do something. Let's see if they're able to do something with it.
One out runner at second base in scoring position for Tyler Carlos, the second baseman for the Irish. Carlos steps into the right-handed batter's box. Carlos hitting .324 on the season. One of the team leaders in runs batted in. And a check swing on the first pitch. They'll appeal to the base umpire. He said yes, he offered. So it's 0-1 on Tyler Carlos. They did run for Blondie, the catcher, so they do have a runner. There's a line drive right field over the first baseman, Connor Deem, rounding third, putting on the brakes. Not going to challenge the arm of right fielder Shane Bardwell is the runner. So runners on the corners, and again, Dean, we see a hitter go the opposite way and hit the ball with some authority. Not enough to get the run in, but it's a good piece of hitting for Tyler Carlos.
Because it was a punch at the ball type of swing. It wasn't like a full swing, but he got good, I want to say wood, but it's not wood anymore.
Barreled it up with that aluminum barrel. Or composite, whatever they call it these days.
I think it varies with the bat. Swing
and a miss on the first pitch to Landon Hughes. Hughes bats from the left side. Hughes wags the bat, waits for the pitch, fastball outside. That'll even up the count 1-1. Hughes, a .286 hitter. Just 4 knocked in on the year. Here's the pitch, breaking ball, and he got it to cut over the outside corner on the back door. Ball and 2 strikes. Strikeout would be big here. Runners on the corners, 1 out. Top of the second, still scoreless. And called strike 3 on a tailing pitch. Not sure if he turned over a changeup, but that pitch looked like it, almost like a screwball, like it broke away from the left-handed hitter. And it's a called 3rd strike, and that's a big one for Eli Chappelle.
And these hitters had better start taking notes, because this umpire is favoring that left side corner, and you don't want to take a ball out there because you might get rung up.
Yeah, the couple of lefties are going to have to really protect, because that corner is stretched out when there's a lefty at the plate. Breaking ball, and that goes right through the glove of Rogers, back to the backstop, and sprinting in with the game's first run is Cathedral's pinch runner. It was Ryan Freehey. Comes sprinting in, and it's 1-0 Cathedral. Heading down to second base is Carlos.
Pass ball, wild pitch.
I think it's a pass ball, but it was up high, but it went right off the catcher's glove. That pitch is fouled out of play. Evens the count up 1-1. 9-hitter Cameron Coors. Two outs, top of the second. The 1-1, and that's fouled right over our head and goes out of play. So Chappelle is ahead of Coors, the 9-hitter. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Carlos takes his lead off second base. Long set. Chappelle delivers. Breaking ball stayed in. Counts even 2-2 on Coors. Top of the order with Eli Senzabaugh waiting in the on-deck circle, hoping for a chance. Big breaking ball, and that's a called strike right down the middle. That breaking pitch dropped in from the shoulder right down to the belt buckle, and that will end the top of the second inning. But Cathedral is able to get a run on a pitch that got past the catcher. And so after an inning and a half, Cathedral takes the 1-0 lead over the Homestead Spartans here at Homestead on the High School Baseball Game of the Week, presented by PSM Baseball on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. To the bottom of the second we go here at Homestead. And the Spartans trailing 1-0 with hitters 5, 6, and 7 due up. Charlie Herr takes a pitch that clips the outside corner for strike 1. Herr, right-handed batter against the left-handed starter Charlie Johnson for Cathedral. He takes a little something off it. It stays outside to even the count 1-1 on the Homestead shortstop. Working quickly. Another changeup, low and away. That one skips through the dirt, gets past the catcher. 2 balls and a strike. Herr, the first batter of the bottom of the second. Cathedral just scored to take a 1-0 lead. Swing at a fastball down the chute. And Herr comes up empty, evening the count 2-2. The windup, the 2-2, and that's a little high and outside.
Go, Charlie.
Defensively around the infield, Nichols at third, Sensabaugh at short, Carlos at second, Gallagher at first. And this one hit hard and down the first base line. It's fair. Goes all the way to the right field corner. Rounding first, heading to second as Herr takes a big turn at second base. He'll put on the brakes as the ball comes into the infield. But another hard hit ball the opposite way off the right-handed stick of Charlie Herr, and a man at second with nobody out. Homestead looking for the tying run.
Boy, he was looking to try third, because as he came up around the second base, he was staring a hole. And Nick Bile in the third base coaching, you want me to come? Want me to come? And his stop sign went up.
Well, he hit that ball like a rocket. Our first base umpire had to bail out of the way, so the home plate umpire had to make the call. And that ball just hugged the line and stayed fair. and shot all the way to the right field corner. So man at second, and there's nobody out for Connor Deem. Lefty-righty matchup. Deem with the bright-colored yellow, orange, and black bat shows a bunt. He'll lay it down. It's a good one. Off the mound is Johnson. Quick throw to first. It's bobbled and dropped. Second baseman Carlos covering, and he couldn't make the catch. Everybody safe. Heading to third is her, and Deem will probably be given a sacrifice and an E4 for dropping the ball, because if he'd have caught it, he was out. So we'll call it a sacrifice E4, and it's runners at first and third with nobody out for Samson Marquell. Marquell, a left-handed hitter against the left-handed pitcher, and he shows bunt. It's popped in the air, first base side, nobody coming, so it just drops harmlessly about halfway between home and first into foul territory. First baseman Michael Gallagher's holding on the runner, so he couldn't come and make any kind of play on that little blooping pop-up bunt. It's her at third, Deem at first. Nobody out. And a fastball on the outside corner. Again, they kind of delay the steal, but this time no throw and nobody coming from third. So now two in scoring position as Deem is now down at second base. It's an 0-2 count on Marquell. Open stance from the left-handed batter's box. They're setting up outside. They hit the outside where the catcher was set up, but this time the umpire says, no, that's too wide.
You can see there was indecision by the batter because they've noticed the outside corner is sometimes it's called and sometimes it's not.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Homestead down by a run, trying to even it up or perhaps even take the lead. That fastball just a little high. I don't think he called that one outside because that's where he's been calling it. Just a couple inches off the outer edge with the lefty-lefty matchup, but it was up near the letters. Counts even 2-2 on the Spartans DH. And this one comes in on him, and he does a good job of fighting it off.
Jammed pretty good on that play. Third baseman is playing a little bit short in case Homestead has any idea of trying to drop one down to get this first run home. Well,
with 2 strikes, you'd imagine he's swinging.
That plays out the window now.
2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Right down the chute, he got caught looking at it. The catcher drops it. I mean, that ball was right down the middle. The catcher had to throw to first to retire Marquell. It's a good throw, and nobody's able to advance. That plays a lot easier if you make the catch the first time, but out is recorded, and that's a big out. That's the first of the inning, and you've got hitters 8 and 9, the next 2 up for Homestead. It starts with left fielder Zane Wurgis. Right-handed batter, second and third. Homestead had first and second, nobody out in the first inning and failed to score. The wind-up. And the pitch. That bounces away from the catcher. It's in the dirt. Trotting in from third, Charlie Herr will score without a play, and Homestead ties up the ball game and 90 feet away from taking the lead as Deem advances to third base on the wild pitch.
Kind of no doubt about that call. It's a wild pitch. That ball was about 2-3 feet short of coming to the plate.
The pitch. Again, it's in the dirt and about a foot inside.
He almost got clipped with it.
2-0 on Wurgis. Deem, who reached first on an error, is at third base. This pitch is low, and it is 3-0.
Cathedral pinching the corner infielders, hoping to cut off a play at the plate that run that would put Homestead in front.
Up the middle, they play normal depth. Here comes the pitch. That's right down the chute. No, it's high. Well, maybe it's best I ended my umpiring career
While you're ahead.
Many years ago, because I'd have called that one.
The catcher,
So it is a 4-pitch walk for Wurgis. He trots down to first. And with one out, runners on the corners for Nolan Rogers, the Spartans catcher, hitting in the 9 spot. Rogers, right-handed batter. 364 average. He'll bunt. He pushes it past the mound, and that's going to be a beautiful sacrifice to bring in the run. The safety squeeze, and just a great job of pushing that on the right side of the infield so there couldn't be a play. Kind of put that in the no man's land. Right between the pitcher and the first baseman. They do retire Rogers at first, but he'll get an RBI.
And no at bat.
And Homestead takes a 2-1 lead. We're just a second on the play. So there's 2 outs, runner in scoring position, and the top of the order, Shane Bardwell. Batting from the left side, curveball off the fist, muscled into right. That will carry all the way out to right field and be caught for the 3rd out of the inning. Well, the Spartans have the answer to Cathedral's 1 run in the top of the second. They score 2 of their own in the bottom of the frame. Homestead takes a 2-1 lead to the 3rd inning when we come back on the high school baseball game of the week on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Glad to have you with us here at Homestead High School. We've got TinCaps baseball coming up with the Hoopy Insurance Services Tin Caps on deck. The pregame show will start at 3:45. We head to the 3rd inning here between 3A number 9 Indianapolis Cathedral and 4A number 9 Homestead. And the Spartans now on top, trying to get a split out of this doubleheader, leading it 2-1. And Cathedral will have the top of the order coming up. They'll face right-hander Eli Chappelle. Chappelle, a junior.
Leading off for the Irish.
Defense behind
number
it.
9, Eli Sensible.
Luke Haley is at 3rd. Charlie Herr at short. Aiden Phillips at 2nd. Connor Deem at 1st. The outfield with Wurgis in left, Gray Stockwell in center, and Shane Bardwell in right. And the first pitch is a fastball to Sensible that missed the outside corner. 1-0. Well, now Cathedral down for the first time today. Good breaking pitch, but he doesn't get the outer edge. That pitch very close.
None of these runs in this game have really been really hard hit. They've all been kind of scratched for, but they count just the same.
The 2-0 pitch. Another big breaking ball, and that one broke into the inside corner. So came in the front door and got a called strike to make it 2-1. The windup and the pitch. That's low and away, and it's 3-1 on the first batter of the top of the 3rd for Cathedral.
He's mixing his stuff up, some of the hard stuff, and then he comes with some of the breaking stuff.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch, and he went with a breaking pitch. It's chopped on the ground, right side. First baseman Connor Dean slides over a couple of steps to his right, scoops it, and takes care of it himself. 3 unassisted for the first out here in the top of the 3rd.
The left fielder, number 25, Caleb Birdsell.
1 out, and Callum Birdsell steps into the right-handed batter's box. A little bit of an open stance. Chappelle delivers a fastball high. Birdsell, a strikeout victim, looking back in the first. He's 0 for 1. Working quickly, the 1-0. Grounded right to short. Charlie Herr is up with it cleanly on 2 hops. His throw to first, the stretch for Deem, and that is out number 2 on a 6-3 putout.
The kind of play an infielder just loves. An easy 2-hopper that hops are nice and straight right into the glove, and as long as you throw it over, you're going to get the out.
It's almost like infield practice. That ball, he didn't have to move left or right. Just set the feet, scoop it, make an accurate throw. So with 2 outs, bases are empty for Chase Nichols, and he takes a strike on the first pitch, 0-1. Nichols had a single with 2 outs in the first inning, was left stranded.
You get the feeling scratched out runs are going to be pretty important here.
Fastball outside. Counts even, 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch, curveball, chopped to third. Up cleanly is Haley. A high throw going up, catching it, making the tag over at first is Connor Deem. And it's 3 ground outs, 1, 2, 3 in the top of the third. Nice job by right-hander Eli Chappelle after his team takes the lead to go out there, throw strikes, and let your defense help you. Through 2.5 here at Homestead. Game 2 of the doubleheader. Spartans trying to earn a split, leading it 2-1. Bottom of the third comes up next on the high school baseball game of the week on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Homestead Spartans leading the Cathedral Irish up from the Fishers area. A couple of baseball programs that have really had a lot of success. I remember back, and I believe it was 2011, when Cathedral and Carroll hooked up back-to-back years for the Class 4A state championship game. But Cathedral has had a history of success. Our umpires took a little bit of a break there during that half inning. Now in between innings. Now they're back, ready to go. On the mound for Cathedral, Charlie Johnson, a sophomore left-hander, at the plate for the Spartans. It is Luke Haley. Haley had a single his first time up, and he takes a pitch outside for ball 1. Foul straight back. 1-1 count on Haley. It's Luke Haley now, Gray Stockwell in the on-deck circle, and Aiden Phillips, Spartans cleanup hitter, in the hole. The 1-1 in the dirt. 2-1. Now temperatures around freezing early this morning and just barely into the 40s as we play this afternoon. 2-1 pitch hit toward the line and right, over to his left near the line is right fielder Landon Hughes, and he will make the catch right on the foul line for out number 1.
Spartans are hitting a lot of balls to the right side. Some of them are dropping in, some of them are not, but I'm not sure they're late. It's just that they're not getting a lot of the plate to hit at, and he hits it outside, and that's where they go with it.
Back-to-back hitters with fly balls to right. 1 out. We're in the bottom of the third, and it's Gray Stockwell. Stockwell, right-handed hitter. Takes a pitch that catches the inside corner for strike 1. On the season, Stockwell, a .396 average, just on the cusp of 400. Check swing, a pitch low and away. They'll appeal, no swing. And so the count evens up 1-1. Stockwell, a strikeout victim in the first. He's 0 for 1. Look in for the sign and the pitch. That's lifted in the air, fairly deep left field. Back is Birdsell, still back. And that ball's going to bounce near the warning track. And heading into second base with a 1-out double is Gray Stockwell.
I don't think he was able to track that very well because he turned around one way and then turned around the other way. And once you turn around, you've got to find the ball all over again. It's very hard to track it.
For Stockwell, that is his 6th double of the year. And now he is in scoring position. All 3 innings so far, the Spartans have had runners in scoring position. They were able to get 2 across in the bottom of the second. Homestead leading it 2-1, batting bottom of the third. The pitch blowing outside, and it's going to skip past the catcher and go to the screen, and on down to third is Stockwell. It's another wild pitch on Johnson.
So I would imagine somewhere along the line, the coaches at Cathedral are going to go to this catcher and say, try and get out in front of it, because he tried to backhand it, and a lot of times that doesn't work.
Yeah, kind of short hopped him and just skipped right by. A ball and no strikes on Phillips. He takes one on the inside corner. It evens up 1-1.
Once again, Cathedral punching in on the corner infielders, but playing regular depth at short and second base.
Bottom of the third. 2-1 Spartans lead. Runner down at third. Swing and a miss. That's why you got to go to right. That tailing pitch headed toward the outside corner. That time Phillips tried to pull it. Took a big swing at it.
He seems to favor that pitch, too.
Here's the 1-2. And it's fouled straight back into the backstop.
It's a great opportunity here for Homestead to add to their lead. If they can just punch it to the middle of the infield, he's going to get that run home.
Johnson looks in for the sign, working from the stretch. The pitch just outside.
Tempted, but he laid off.
Yeah, I think that Johnson was trying to see if he could tempt him into expanding the zone a little bit, but Phillips laid off, and now it's 2-2. Stockwell to lead off third, the 2-2 pitch, and that's a curveball, head high.
Kind of went over his head.
Yeah, three balls, 2 strikes now on the Spartans cleanup hitter.
He had to duck out of the way a little bit. Fortunately, it was a curveball, so you had time to dig out. That's a fastball. You don't want to think of the consequences that could have happened.
The stretch, the pitch, and that'll be fouled.
To the right side.
Out of play on the right side near the Cathedral bullpen. Just trying to get something in play here. You've got to look at that defense and know that if they can just get something past the pitcher's mound,
they're going to get the run home.
It's going to be an extra run across. 1 out, runner at third, and the payoff. And he fouled another one out of play. He's staying alive. This would be classified as a quality at bat, especially if he can deliver here with 3-2 count and a runner at third. The set, and again the 3-2, and that just misses. Woo, that was about where the umpire's been calling it, and the catcher is asking the umpire where did it miss, because that was very close. No ABS system. I just got the BRR system up here, and that's my determination that might have been a strike. But the Spartans will take the free pass on the 3-2 that misses outside. And Phillips is at first, Stockwell at third, 1 out, and we're going to have a conference on the mound. Well, I'm not sure which of the assistant coaches is the pitching coach, but I believe that is who has made it to the mound.
Well, you give him an excuse. You're not going to see the number because he's got to stay warm. He's got the nice warm coat on.
Nobody warming up in the Cathedral bullpen, so this might be the first and third strategy meeting.
On top of the fact that possibly who might come in as a reliever might be one of the position players. But we'll wait and see.
Well, this is the third time the Spartans have had first and third. And the previous 2, they sent the runner off first base, but he kind of slowed down halfway to second. And the first time, the catcher faked to second, and it lured the runner Bardwell off third base, and he ended up getting caught and picked off. The next time, the runner at third just stayed right on the bag as he faked it to second, and it gave the Spartans second and third without a play. And you wonder if this time they're going to try something a little different because so far they've just given the pump fake twice. Phillips, the runner at first, with Stockwell down at third, and with 1 out, it's Charlie Herr, the Spartan shortstop. Here comes the pitch. The runner again trots off base. It's popped in the air. Right side toward the foul line. Back is first baseman Michael Gallagher. He had trouble picking it up, and that cost him a chance to make the catch. It lands in foul territory. And the Spartans get a break.
Compound the fact with the wind probably playing a few tricks with that one. That just was very difficult play for the first baseman. And in all honesty, Brett, I think he was the only one that had to play.
He's the only one that had to play because the second baseman, Tyler Carlos, was heading towards second with the runner off and running.
And the right fielder was pretty deep.
And again, when Phillips took off, he was taking that slow trot, trying to draw a throw. Here's a snap. Fake to first and then a look to third. Nothing happening down at third base with Gray Stockwell. No balls and a strike. And the pitch. And that's going to be fouled out of play. And again, Homestead with kind of a delay. It's kind of hard to describe it. He breaks right away, but it's a slow trot heading towards second base.
Or maybe they're on a fishing expedition just to see what Cathedral's going to do when they pull that.
It's almost a slow-mo break to second. Swing and a miss, and down on 3 pitches goes Charlie Herr, and that is the second out of the inning. Well, if there's anything to critique for Homestead, wasted opportunities with strikeouts with runners in scoring position. They had back-to-back strikeouts back in the first. And now here in the third, 2 outs for Connor Dean. Slow breaking ball. Breaks down and inside for ball 1.
Homestead has not been without opportunities in this game so far.
2 outs, still runners at first and third. Pitch to Deem is low and outside, and it's 2-0.
Give his catcher credit. He brought it up, said trying to buy a strike, and the buying was not done.
Hitters count 2-0, and a throw to first. Not much of a lead over there at first base for Phillips. Homestead leading 2-1, looking to add on. Runners at first and third, and the pitch is outside. It's 3-0 on Deem. Deem reached on a sacrifice back in the second when the throw to first was bobbled by the second baseman.
I would think this would be a good inning time to run, but he's not taking a very big lead at first base.
Now you don't want to run yourself out of an inning with 2 outs. That pitch is in there for a strike. The automatic 3-0 makes it 3 balls and a strike on Deem. Deem, a right-handed hitter, waits on 3-1 and swings and misses. Had a hittable pitch there and came up empty. So with a 3-2 count, it'll be a head start at first for Phillips. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's again back-to-back strikeouts, and Johnson seems to bring it up a level when he gets pressure. And there Homestead leaves runners at first and third, and Deem goes down swinging.
And great times.
So Homestead, a hit, a couple runners left on, nothing across. We've played 3 complete, and it is still the Spartans leading it over Cathedral 2-1 on the PSM Baseball Game of the Week on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. On Kentucky Derby Day, TinCast Baseball later this afternoon. I am Brett Rump with Dean Pantazi at Homestead High School. Second game of a doubleheader between the Homestead Spartans and the Indianapolis Cathedral Irish. And as we head to the fourth, Homestead a 2-1 advantage. Hitters 4, 5, and 6 in to face Eli Chappelle. In the first pitch, a fastball at the knees on the outside corner for strike 1. Chappelle was brilliant facing the top of the order last inning with 3 straight ground outs, and he's gone to the mound with a lot of confidence here. A curveball that breaks in for a strike and a couple looking puts Gallagher in an 0-2 hole.
He's knocked down 5 in a row.
Pitch, breaking ball, and he waves at it. Good 0-2 pitch. Started over the outer edge, break it down and away, and he got Gallagher reach with a weak swing and a 3-pitch strikeout of Gallagher for the first out here in the top of the 4th inning. Second time he's gotten Gallagher on strikes. And with 1 out, it's Scout Bouchon who struck out back in the second. Goes right back to that breaking pitch. Drops it in for a strike.
Buckled his knees, too. He wasn't looking for that either.
The windup. Fastball, and he is on point. Painted the black on the outside corner to make it 0-2. Nothing but strikes so far this inning Eli Chappelle.
Putting it right where he wants to.
And that time he put a breaking ball over the outer edge, reaching out, popping it up. On the right side of the infield is Bouchon, and calling for it, making the catch, Aiden Phillips, for out number 2.
He's been pretty solid out there on the mound, Brett.
So there's 2 outs, bases empty, and Bo Blondie, Irish catcher, had a hit his first time up. Actually a bunt base hit. Breaking ball, breaks over the outer edge, brought it in the back door, and it's 0-1. Working quickly. This one lifted in the air. Medium depth center field. Trotting in a few steps is Stockwell, and Gray Stockwell will put it away, and it's another 1-2-3 inning as Cathedral goes down here in the top of the 4th. Halfway through this 7-inning affair and through 3.5 innings, Homestead leads it 2-1 over the Cathedral Irish on the PSM Baseball High School Baseball Game of the Week on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Bottom third due up for Homestead as they bat bottom of the 4th inning, leading it 2-1 over Cathedral. The Homestead Sticks have been putting up some big runs. They had a one-sided win over Columbia City earlier this week. But today, the Cathedral pitching staff's done a pretty good job. And Homestead hasn't helped themselves. When they've had opportunities, they've had multiple strikeouts with runners in scoring position.
They have left a runner in scoring position in every inning so far.
Charlie Johnson, the sophomore left-hander, still going for Cathedral. And Homestead sends up Samson Markwell, Zane Burgess, and Nolan Rogers. Homestead has had runners in scoring position rather quickly every inning. In fact, the only inning that didn't start with a hit was last inning, but the second man doubled. So they've had a runner in scoring position with less than 2 outs every frame. Got 2 runs across in the bottom of the second, and that's how they've got the 2-1 lead. First pitch bunted at and a strike, and now this pitch catches the outside corner, and quickly Markwell in an 0-2 hole.
You really, if they're Homestead, you really like to put a run or 2 up right now because your pitcher is really cruising.
That one misses. Ball and 2 strikes. Lefty-lefty matchup with the southpaw on the mound and a left-handed hitter. Markwell in the batter's box. Here's the pitch, and that's fouled out of play on the third base side. Markwell, strikeout victim his first time up back in the second inning. Came into today with a .333 average. Again, the 1-2. Just misses the outside corner. Might have been a little low. Two balls, 2 strikes. Check of the sign and the windup from Johnson. Swing and a miss. That's 3 straight strikeouts for Johnson. Struck out the last 2 in the bottom of the 3rd and now starts the 4th with a strikeout of Marpel.
The left fielder,
he's got 6.
7, Zane Wurgis.
6 strikeouts total for Charlie Johnson. And the batter is Zane Wurgis. Walked and was stranded at second back in the second inning. First pitch low and outside. The walk of Wurgis, one of 2 that has been allowed so far, and a swing and a miss to even up the count. Wurgis waves the bat over his right shoulder, slightly closed stance, and fouls it back to the screen behind home. Johnson ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Burgess started the day hitting .200 on the season. The pitch, it's in the dirt. That time it was blocked by Bo Blondie, the catcher. This time nobody on base, so it really didn't matter. But a couple balls have been in the dirt, have gotten to the backstop.
Again,
one produced a run.
And one of those was because he tried to backhand it. And that's not what a catcher is told to do if you can avoid it.
The 2-2 inside. No, called strike 3.
He didn't argue. Didn't even question it. Just turned around and started to walk back.
Looked like it may have missed on the
number 12,
inside, but they'll ring him up. And a called strikeout. That's now 4 in a row struck out by Charlie Johnson. And it's number 9 hitter Nolan Rogers who takes the first pitch up high for ball 1. Rogers, a good safety squeeze to produce a run back in the second inning. Second pitch is outside. It's 2-0 on the right-handed hitting catcher. The windup, the 2-0 pitch, taken all the way for a strike, 2-1.
You will not get a really quick call on a ball and strike from this plate umpire.
Rogers, a 6'1", 210-pound junior. With the 2-1 pitch, a little low. Hitters count for the number 9 hitter. 3 balls and a strike. Johnson the sign, Johnson the pitch. In the air, will it be playable? Right field, over chasing it is Landon Hughes into foul territory, but he'll run out of room. And it's a full count now for Rogers. Johnson not only trying to strike out the side, but get his 5th consecutive strikeout. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. Low and inside, ball 4. Lost him. So the number 9 hitter walks. 3rd walk allowed by Charlie Johnson. Rogers will have a runner coming in to run. And I believe that is number 18.
Broden Krieger.
Broden Krieger, 5'9", 140-pound junior that will come in to run. Back to the top of the order, Shane Bardwell. Lefty on the mound, lefty in the batter's box. Slightly open stance, kind of hugging the plate for Bardwell. And the pitch, a little low.
Krieger's dancing around over there at first base. I kind of wonder if he isn't going to try something that Homestead tries to maybe create something happen here with 2 out.
Well, with 2 outs, got the top of the order up, this pitch, and that actually deflected off the forearm of Bardwell. Talked about him hugging the plate. That time he kind of turned, but just had it deflect off his forearm. It was just a skimmer that went off the arm into the catcher, but that will give him the base. So now he got first and second with 2 outs, and Luke Haley with an opportunity here in the 4th.
That strikes me as some really smart hitting, or time in the batter's box, because that was a breaking ball. And he saw it was breaking, and there was a chance that he might be hit by it, and he said, this isn't going to hurt me. Why not? Take it. Take one for the team, and now you got runners on first and second, and let's see if Homestead can make something happen off that break.
Homestead leading at 2-1, batting bottom of the 4th inning, and it brings up Luke Haley. Krieger, the runner at second, Bardwell at first, and the pitch. Curveball, and swinging ahead of it is Haley for strike 1. Haley 1 for 2 with a single in the 1st. The set for Johnson. Check of the runner at second, and the pitch. Lined out of play. Shoots it over the Cathedral dugout on the first base side, and It's an 0-2 hole for the Spartans' third baseman. Sophomore lefty on the mound. Right-handed hitter at the plate. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Blowing outside. Snap throw to first. Diving back is Bardwell, and he just got under the tag, but alertly Krager on the plate of first scampers down to third. So Bardwell draws the throw at first, and as a result, Krager now 90 feet away from adding some insurance for Homestead, leading it 2-1. 2 outs here in the fourth. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Haley. Long look in for the sign. Now the set. And the pitch. And that's fouled out of play. It's kind of funny watching tempo, Dean, because you got Johnson out there, and he'd be using up the pitch clock if he was a tin cap. I will say that.
Well, they watch the pitches at the high school level, too.
1-2, check swing. He offered. Ball in the dirt, so they have to throw to first to complete the put out and an accurate throw. Blondie to Gallagher. And that will retire the side. And the side is struck out for Johnson. So that will end things for the Spartans in the fourth inning. They get a couple of runners aboard on a walk and a hit by pitch and leave them stranded. So we head to the fifth with Homestead leading it 2-1 over the Cathedral Irish on our high school baseball game of the week on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Cathedral comes to bat, top of the fifth inning, with Homestead leading it 2-1. And for the Irish, it's the bottom third of their order. 8 straight has been retired by right-hander Eli Chappelle. Chappelle gave up a run in the second, but he's been brilliant the last couple of innings. So the first pitch to Tyler Carlos is ball 1. Chappelle winds, brings the 1-0 and a curveball that stays inside, and it was a low bridge for Carlos. He had to duck under it. 2-0.
He knocked down 8 in a row, Brett. He's been good.
Another one inside, 3-0. Well, last inning, he never threw a ball. This inning, he hasn't thrown a strike. 3-0 on the first batter of the inning for Cathedral. That one pumped right down the middle of the plate. 3-1. Carlos a single in the second. And he lifts it in the air. Foul ground right field. Over is Bardwell in foul ground. Bardwell chases it down and makes the catch.
He was on that one all the way. He had that track perfectly.
Well, good job coming back from the 3-0 count. A foul fly out to right field. And it is Landon Hughes, the Cathedral right fielder, that steps up to the plate. And we're going to have a pinch hitter.
Now batting for the Irish.
It's going to be Sam Bowles.
Sam Bowles.
So Sam Bowles hitting for Hughes. Here in the top of the fifth. And the first pitch to Bowles is a called strike on the outside corner. A good fastball by Eli Chappelle. Big breaking ball snaps in on the inside corner, and quickly Chappelle ahead of the pinch hitter, Sam Bowles.
Interesting thing, activity going on in the Cathedral bullpen right now.
Wasted a fastball high and outside to make it a 1-2 count. 1 out. We're in the top of the fifth inning. Homestead leading it 2-1. And the 1-2 pitch, breaking ball right in there. Got him looking. Never got the bat off his shoulder.
Set him up perfectly.
Six strikeouts now for Chappelle.
Cameron Kors.
And with 2 outs, bases empty. He's now retired 10 straight. It's Cameron Kors, the number 9 hitter. That breaking pitch doesn't break enough. Stays inside for ball 1. Kors got caught looking. Strikeout victim back in the second. The 1-0. Chop, third base side, and foul. Cathedral won the opener of this doubleheader 13-0. A near no-hitter taken to the seventh. The first pitch of the seventh inning was lined to left field for a clean base hit. It's the only thing the Spartans got. Pitch fouled out of play, and it's now a 1-ball, 2-strike count on Coors. Looking to retire his 11th straight batter. And then might have jinxed it. Lined into center field. That will drop in front of Stockwell, and that's a base hit from the number 9 hitter.
He's disgusted out there on the mound. He had a thing going.
The shortstop, number 9.
Not that that's going to upset the whole thing, but the pitcher goes on a string like that and he gives one up. It's just frustrating.
So it's back to the top of the order for the Irish. Eli Sensabaugh. It's 0-2. Swings and misses for strike one. Coors, the runner at first, representing the tying run. Fastball misses outside. Evens the count up 1-1. Sensabaugh, good contact to center field, but lined out his first time up. And a 3 unassisted. And another line drive to center. Again, coming in hard is Stockwell. He makes a diving catch to take one away from Eli Sensabaugh. That's the second time he's come in and gone to the dive to take away a shallow liner. Great jump, great play, great catch, and the inning is over in the top of the fifth. They get a 2-out hit, but he's stranded. Nothing across for Cathedral. As we go to the bottom of the fifth next, Homestead still leading at 2-1 over the Cathedral Irish on the high school baseball game of the week, presented by PSM Baseball on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. We head to the bottom of the fifth inning here at Homestead, and Homestead Spartans leading it over Cathedral 2-1. And it looks like there's going to be a new pitcher on the mound. It's a left-hander, but I'm trying to see if that is a new pitcher. The umpire just pointed to the mound. I believe Luke Finn is the new pitcher. So it is the end of the day for Charlie Johnson. Johnson had trouble in the second, giving up 2 runs, but other than that, Spartans could not get to him. They threatened, but Johnson seemed to always come up with the big pitch and a big strikeout when he needed it. So it's another left-hander. Luke Finn comes on for Cathedral. Getting a look at the stats for Finn on the year. He's only pitched a couple of innings, 2 hits, gave up 3 runs, all earned, walked a couple, struck out 2. Correction, there's 2 Finns. I was looking at the wrong one. This Finn actually has pitched less. Luke Finn, a sophomore, has only thrown 1 inning and gave up 4 runs, 3 walks. So it, whoa, and the well, apparently they didn't tell Finn they were throwing to second because they just fired a BB that just about took his head off.
Leading off for the Spartans,
what a way to enter the game. Come in out of the bullpen, and after you complete your warm-ups, the catcher fires one that just about knocks off your noggin.
I think that little conversation they just had before this inning starts was sorry about that.
So Homestead comes to bat with the middle of their order. Starts with Gray Stockwell, and of course, the way baseball works, Stockwell just made an unbelievable diving catch, laying out to take one away and end the top of the fifth. And he starts things off offensively for Homestead here in the bottom half of the inning. First pitch misses, ball 1. This one at the knees, swung on and foul tip back to the catcher. Evens the count 1-1. Stockwell a double his last time up. The pitch just inside. 2 balls and a strike. The lefty winds and delivers. Swing and a miss at an elevated fastball. That evens it up 2-2 on Stockwell. It's Gray Stockwell with Phillips next. Charlie Herr in the hole. Spartans leading 2-1, batting bottom of the 5th. Pitch inside, almost clipped his front elbow. So it's gone the distance for Stockwell. Finn gets the sign, winds up, the payoff, and he walks him. Well, we mentioned he struggled with 3 walks in 1 inning of work coming into today. And the very first batter he faces, he loses to a base on balls. So the leadoff man aboard in Gray Stockwell. Got a guy that can run on the bases. And you got cleanup hitter Aiden Phillips stepping into the batter's box. Nick Byall, the head coach for Homestead, down in the third base coaching box. They have not been afraid to lay down bunts here. See if he's got his cleanup hitter bunting. He shows bunt. Here's the pitch, and it is bunted. Third base side. That just stays fair. Fielded by Nichols, the third baseman. He makes a nice play to first, but an effective sacrifice on a perfect bunt by Aiden Phillips.
But I'll tell you what, Stockwell took a turn on second, and they almost caught him on the back end of it for what would have been a very, very unusual double play.
So it is another runner in scoring position, something the Spartans have done every single inning. But only 2 have scored. Giving some insurance to your pitcher would be huge for Homestead, trying to win their 12th game against 5 losses. Charlie Herr, right-handed batter. The lefty, Luke Finn, checks the runner at second, and the pitch is in there for a strike. Herr, 6'4", 175. He's your A-Rod or Cal Ripken type shortstop. Tall and lanky. This one in the dirt. That'll even up the count on a pitch blocked at the plate by Cathedral catcher Bo Blondie. Stockwell the lead off second. 1 out. Bottom of the 5th. And the 1-1 pitch. That's fouled straight back out of play. Herr 1 for 2. Doubled and scored in the second. Strikeout victim in the third. Finn steps off. So Charlie Johnson, the left-handed starter for Cathedral, really finished strong. Check of the runner and the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss out ahead of a breaking pitch. And again, it is dropped by Blondie. He has to throw to first. And staying put at second base is Stockwell, 2 away. Johnson finished up striking out 5 of the last 7 batters he faced. Only 2 runs for Homestead came across in the bottom of the 2nd. We're in the bottom of the 5th, 2 outs, runner at second for Connor Dean. The pitch, swing and a miss at a heater upstairs. Dean reached on an error on a sacrifice bunt attempt back in the 2nd, struck out in the 3rd. Stockwell led off the inning with a walk. He's at second. 2 outs.
Go, Connor.
0-1 count. And Finn brings the pitch. Curveball. That skips past Blondie and will go to the backstop. Heading down to third is Stockwell. So a very important insurance run. High school baseball, 7 innings in length. So Cathedral's down to their last 6 outs.
And we're not seeing a lot of scoring, and with the runs that have scored in this game have been scratched across. So any kind of run that Homestead can get here would be very important.
Even count, 1-1. Lefty-righty matchup. The pitch lifted in the air. Foul ground, first base side. It's going to drop over the head of first baseman Michael Gallagher for a foul ball. He gave it a good chase, but just couldn't catch up to it.
Awful hard for a first baseman with his back to the infield to really track the ball as well as you can. The second baseman has the best shot, but he was too far away to do it.
The right-handed batter at the plate, Tyler Carlos, the Cathedral second baseman, was cheating over towards second. So he had a long run to try to catch up to that not-so-high pop-up. So Dean down in the count, 1-2. The set, the pitch, high and outside.
That's a nice stab by the catcher. He just saved a run with that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Stockwell 90 feet away from making it a 2-run lead. The pitch. Blowing inside, it's 3-2. Now Stockwell down at third. He reached on a walk. Now 3-2 on Dean. Payoff pitch on the way. In the air, deep to center. Back is Coors. Still back, and that's going to land on the track. Over his head and rounding first, heading to second, is Connor Dean. A 2-out RBI double, and Homestead extends the lead to 3-1.
Your attention now, batting for the Spartans, number 23, Cutter.
That's
Stockwell.
huge, because that is what Homestead has had trouble doing all day long, delivering the big hit with the runners in scoring position, and Connor Dean just delivered.
And the run, that ball got no favors going to deep center field because the crosswind probably held it up a little bit.
The 6th RBI of the season for Dean, and it's a big one. Now the batter is Samson Marquell, and he takes a pitch for a strike, 0-1.
He's not had a lot of look up today. Struck out twice. Be nice to see the kid really turn that around here for as far as Homestead is concerned.
High and inside.
That is a big run, Brett. That is a huge run.
1 ball, 1 strike. Deem the lead off second. Luke Finn, a check of the sign. Goes to the set. That's high, 2-1. Well, the hitter is Cutter Stockwell, hitting for Marquell.
Got a big hole in the left side of the infield to hit because the shortstop is shading the bag to try and hold the runner on.
So Stockwell pinch hitting with a 2-1 count. And the pitch, that's high. 3 balls and a strike. Stockwell just 1 at bat so far this season. Homestead has extended it to a 3-1 lead. 2 outs, runner in scoring position, and a hitter's count. The 3-1, swing and a miss. Stockwell from the right-handed batter's box. Open stance. The 3-2. Ball 4 up high. Good job by the pinch hitter. He's aboard. There's runners at first and second. And the inning continues for Zane Wurgis. Wurgis walked in the second, struck out in the fourth. Right-handed hitter, hitting in the 8th spot. Neem the leadoff second. Stockwell the leadoff first, and timeouts called. Homestead 2 runs in the second. They've added a run here in the 5th. They lead it 3-1. 2 outs, 2 on, and the pitch. That's up high, ball 1.
Let's go, Dave!
Luke Finn goes to the stretch. And the pitch. That's fouled straight back out of play. Zane Wurgis, senior outfielder. 6 feet tall, 185 pounds. Waits on the 1-1 pitch. The set for Finn. And it's low and inside, and it gets past Blondie once again to the backstop, and again a wild pitch that puts 2 in scoring position. Spartans leading at 3-1, batting bottom of the 5th inning. 2 outs. With Dean now at third, Stockwell at second. Working from the stretch, the left-hander, Luke Finn, brings the 2-1. And that is rocketed deep to left field. Back is Birdsell looking up, and it is off the wall. That's going to bring in 2, and it's another 2-out double, this time knocking in a pair for Zane Wurgis. And the Spartans extend the lead to 5-1. And if we didn't have a wind blowing in from left, that one might have had a chance, Dean.
Yeah, it was right into its teeth. And again, the outfielders in general have had some tricks to deal with, because you can see a bunch of them on deep fly balls have had to change direction, and that's very hard to do.
The senior knocks it in 2, and that matches what he had all year long in runs batted in. And now the batter is 9-hitter Nolan Rogers. Rogers doesn't have an official at bat. A couple of plate appearances, a sac ice, and a walk. The pitch from Finn, and that is in the dirt. And that makes it 1 ball, 1 strike on Rogers. Two doubles to knock in runs for the Spartans with 2 outs here in the 5th. The pitch, low and inside, 2-1. Well, Dean may have broken the ice getting that 2-out double to knock in Stockwell. And then Wurgis with a huge deep ball off the wall in left. That's inside, and it's 3-1 now on the number 9 hitter. But Wurgis shot, knocked in Deem and Stockwell, who had pinch hit. Hitters count for the number 9 hitter, Nolan Rogers, Spartans catcher. The set and the pitch. Taken low and inside for ball 4. The third walk of the inning allowed by Finn. Well, Well, his struggles continue. We mentioned that he'd only thrown one inning before today, and in the one inning previously, he walked 3 batters.
The right fielder, number
and given up 4 runs. And so far today, he's walked 3, given up 3, but the inning continues for the top of the order, Shane Bardwell. We're just at second. Rogers walks at first. Got a pinch runner in for Rogers. There's a pitch up high, ball 1 to Shane Bardwell. Bardwell, a mix at the plate today. Singled in the first. Flew out to right field in the second. Was hit by a pitch in the fourth. The 1-0. Fouled straight back to the screen. What wind we have is blowing in from left field. This was not the right day for Wurgis, but I don't think he'll give it back. A 2 RBI double with 2 outs for the Spartans. He's the runner now at second. Krager, the runner at first. The 1-1 pitch. Blowing outside, and that skips past Blondie. That will go to the backstop. And again, the runners will advance to second and third. I tell you, if you're a Cathedral pitcher, you don't want to put one in the dirt. Blondie really struggling to keep the ball in front of him.
But I'll tell you what, he saved a bunch of high ones to going back to the backstop, too. So it's kind of a wash.
2 balls and a strike on Bardwell. Lefty-lefty matchup. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. And it's popped in the air left side, shallow left field. Birdsell comes in. He'll camp under it, make the catch. And finally, the side is retired. But the Spartans with 3 big runs. They get a couple of doubles to knock in runs here in the inning, and they leave 2 on base. But we are through 5 complete, and the Spartans looking for the split of the doubleheader, now lead at 5-1 as we head to the 6th on the high school baseball game of the week on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Welcome back to Homestead High School, where the Spartans are trying to earn a split of this doubleheader in a battle of state-ranked teams. Cathedral came into the day number 9 in 3A. Homestead number 9 ranked in 4A after Cathedral dominated game 1 13-0. A game that did go a full 7 because Cathedral scored 6 runs in the top of the 7th. The Spartans now lead it here in game 2, 5-1.
Caleb Birdsell.
And Cathedral coming to bat here in the top of the 6th inning.
How many times do you see in a game, a doubleheader, where it's feast in one half and famine in the other? That's the story for Cathedral right now. Was feast in game 1, 1 run and 3 hits in game 2.
And that curveball just hung inside and plunked the back of Callum Birdsell. That's one of those breaking pitches that just slips away, and it never had a chance. It's 2 feet inside and just hanging there right into the back of Birdsell. He'll go down to first on a hit by pitch, the first pitch of the 6th inning. And you wonder, a cold day, and Eli Chappelle, who's gone the distance for Homestead, just sat a long time as his team batted in the bottom of the 5th. There's a pop-up foul ground, and Bardwell, long run. Does he have room to make the play?
Nah, ran out of room.
Didn't quite get to it.
Dugout blocks our view of that one, so we had no idea. They'd have really been happy in the guys in white if he'd have grabbed it, but nobody did anything.
Can cover a lot of ground out there in right. We've seen it already. He took one away earlier today. Birdsell, the runner at first. He was hit by a pitch. Nichols at the plate, and that one is hit deep to center field. Over is Stockwell to his right. He'll camp under it. The wind will kind of kill it out there in fairly deep center field, and an easy play for Stockwell, aided by the wind. He'll put it away for the first out.
It did kind of kill it. It killed it.
first baseman, number 12, Michael Gallagher.
And that wind was not, it's not a really big wind right now, but it's significantly higher, more to it than when we started.
So 1 out with Michael Gallagher, the cleanup hitter. Throw to first. Back in time is Birdsell. And the pitch. Inside, ball 1. Cathedral's had just 1 hit since the second inning. Pass ball on the outside corner to even up the count. One ball, 1 strike. 1 out, top of the 6th. Homestead up 5-1. And the pitch. Big, slow breaking ball that broke back to the inside corner for a called strike.
That had quite a bend to it.
He started that almost above the head of Gallagher. The 1-2 pitch. And he twitched. I thought it was coming. It was a long set, and he twitched the front leg. And the umpires caught him on it. That's a balk that will put Birdsell down to second. Wasn't much. But he had been in that set position for so long, it was easy to spot. Here's the pitch. And it's chopped right side of the infield. Should be easy for Phillips. The second baseman scoops it, throws to first, 2 away. Heading down to third is Birdsell.
The catcher, number 18, Scouts Bouchon.
So with 2 outs, chance to get through this top of the 6th inning for Eli Chappelle. Junior right-hander for the Spartans, who has gone the distance. It's Scout Bouchon, and that pitch just goes past the catcher to the backstop, and that's going to bring the run in on a wild pitch.
And the catcher trying to throw it back to the plate to try and get him, hit the runner coming across. So that just didn't go all the way around good for Homestead.
Yeah, Chappelle didn't even come in to cover the plate because he knew there was no chance. And Rogers chased it down and without looking just zipped it to home and threw it right into the runner. Fastball elevated, swing and a miss for Bouchon. That'll even the count up 1-1 on the Irish's designated hitter. Big breaking ball drops in for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Does have a good breaker. Uses it well.
Bouchon, a .444 average when the day started. And that one is skied high in the air, but it's going to get over the backstop. And, well, you could hear it. It hit the bleachers right in front of us.
I was kind of wondering if it was going to hit the roof.
Still a 1-2 count on Bouchon. The windup. The pitch is inside, 2-2. So run across here in the 6th, making it a 5-2 game. 2-2, 2 outs, and the delivery. That's a fastball that paints the black on the outer edge, and that catches Bouchon looking. Second time he's gone down via the K today, and that ends the Cathedral 6th. Homestead still on top. A run comes across for Cathedral, but there's no hits and no runners left through 5.5. Homestead 5, Cathedral 2 on the BSM Baseball Game of the Week on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Homestead Spartans and the Cathedral Irish. Couple of traditional baseball powers hooking up here at Homestead. And as we head at the bottom of the 6th inning, Spartans leading it here in Game 2, 5-2. Cathedral, a 13-0 win in Game 1. So the Spartans start Game 2 with an 11-5 record for Cathedral, 9-3-1 on the year. And they've got a new pitcher in the game. The right-hander, we'll have to see if we can get a number. But he's the first right-hander to throw for Cathedral, and It is Braden Mann, a senior right-hander, who comes in for Cathedral.
Third baseman, number 13, Luke.
Mann has thrown 1 2/3 innings so far this season, and it hasn't gone particularly well. 4 hits, 6 runs, all earned. Spartans will send up hitters 2, 3, and 4 against Braden Mann. And it starts with Luke Haley. And the first pitch is inside for ball 1. Mann gets the sign, winds up, and that's low and outside, and he's fallen behind the first batter of the inning here in the bottom of the 6th, 2-0. Homestead, a couple of runs in the second, added 3 more last inning. 5-2 advantage. Swing and a miss at a pitch that might have been inside. 2-1 on Haley. 1 for 3 on the day, a single back in the first. And that pitch chopped foul back to the screen. Haley, Stockwell, and Phillips due up here in the 6th. Homestead trying to add some insurance before Cathedral comes to bat in the 7th. And protecting the outside corner, Haley reaches out, just fouls that back off the backstop behind home. Still a 2-2 count on the Spartans' third baseman. Righty matchup. Man, the first right-hander to throw in this game, and a breaking ball is swung on and missed. Might have skipped the dirt.
Oh, foul ball. Calling it a foul ball.
They are calling it a foul ball. I thought he said safe, meaning the ball hit the dirt.
And that it was in play.
And the catcher threw down to first, but now they're bringing Haley back to the plate, saying he's still alive. And nobody for Cathedral wants to buy the call. They're asking for our home plate umpire to get help. And the home plate umpire is saying, no, I got this one.
Well, in all honesty, he was the closest one of them to be able to make a call.
So we'll once again set up for the 2-2 pitch to Luke Haley. Oh, and it hit him. Almost got him in the head. Right near the ear hole. Haley gets plunked.
No way.
I don't think there's any reason for it to be intentional. But after Cathedral was upset about the call,
well, we're gonna
did they take it out on the batter?
There's a little question. We got a coach coming out to talk to the umpire about this.
Well, it's the Cathedral coach, which I'm not exactly sure if he's questioning the ball that was ruled fouled on the pitch before. He's one pitch too late.
He's not offering any kind of reaction. I mean, maybe he just wants an explanation.
Just a conversation right now with the head coach for Cathedral and our home plate umpire, and it is a rather lengthy conversation. Most of the talking being done by our home plate umpire.
This is as much educational, I think, for the coach as anything else on this particular situation.
The center fielder, number 20.
So we now are back. The umpire sets up behind home plate with Gray Stockwell stepping into the right-handed batter's box. Runner at first, nobody out. Spartans batting bottom of the 6th, leading at 5-2. Stockwell 1 for 2 with a double. Also walked and scored a run last inning. The set, the pitch, low and outside. And again, backhanding it as he slid to his knees was catcher Bo Blondie.
That time he got more of his body over in front of it rather than just try to backhand it on the stab.
The set, the 1-0 to Stockwell. And that time he flops in front of it on a pitch in the dirt right behind home, and it's 2-0.
Well, he's had his problems with balls to the outside or high. This catcher has done a nice job of keeping the ball in front of him when it's been a possibility of it going through him.
Haley the lead at first, and the 2-0 pitch swung on and missed by Stockwell. 2-1. Aiden Phillips, the cleanup hitter, due next, taking some swings in the on-deck circle. Throw to first, no problem for Haley. He dives back way ahead of the throw. Cathedral, green tops, green pants, navy blue caps. The 2-1, runner goes, pitches outside for a ball, throw to second, and it skips past the shortstop covering. It's a stolen base for Luke Haley.
Got a nice throw down there, but it got a little bit of the dirt. The dirt is a little loose around the bag and probably flattened out the throw and got away. Because the throw is a good one.
So it's now 3 balls and a strike for Stockwell at the plate with a runner in scoring position. Homestead looks to add insurance. Check of the runner and the 3-1. Swing and a miss. May have just got a piece of it.
Ball might have gotten a piece of him, too.
Yeah, I think maybe he tipped it and might have deflected off either the catcher or the umpire. I'm not sure which one. But it is a full count for Stockwell.
Well, Homestead spent a lot of this game not being opportunistic until last inning. Now here's another opportunity to add a score, and let's see if they can keep that string of maybe 2 innings in a row with being opportunistic.
Haley, the lead off second. Check of the runner and the 3-2. Hit hard, backhand off the glove of third baseman Chase Nichols. It will roll a few feet behind him, and that will be what I think would be an infield hit for Gray Stockwell. I mean, not much you can do. That ball was rocketed on one hop, and Nichols had dived to the backhand side to get a glove on it, but not much else. So the hit for Stockwell brings up Phillips. The runner at second, Haley, unable to advance with the ball hit right in front of him at the third base bag. So it's first and second, nobody out, and Aiden Phillips open stance from the right-handed batter's box, facing the right-handed pitcher out of the pen, Braden Mann. A look to second, shows bunt, and taps it foul. Phillips had a really good sacrifice his last time up. Hit a bunt that rolled down the third base line and just stayed about 6 to 8 inches fair the whole way. Went down as a sacrifice. Homestead eventually got 2 out doubles from Connor Deem and Zane Wurgis to knock in their 3 runs. Set. They go sneaking the shortstop into second on a pickoff try, and diving back is Haley. Luke Haley at second, Gray Stockwell at first. An 0-1 count on Aiden Phillips. And the pitch shows bunt, and again tries to bunt it down that third base side, and that one spins into foul territory. And it's 0-2 now on Phillips. Everybody getting back to their positions. Now with 2 strikes, you figure that Phillips will swing away. Spartan second baseman and cleanup hitter. Long look in to get a sign. Finally, Braden Mann confirms, goes to the set, and timeout is called. Well, that was taking a long time to not only get the sign, but then he went to the set position for a rather lengthy period. Finally, Phillips lost patience, calls timeout at the plate. A set and the 0-2. That's low and outside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Phillips. Braden Mann, senior arm out of the pen for Cathedral. It's his first inning of work. It's the third pitcher of the day for the Irish. Curveball breaks outside. That one never had a chance. Started outside and then broke even further. It's evened up on Phillips, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. 7-inning game. Game 2 of the doubleheader. And the pitch. Low and outside, and after having an 0-2 count, it's run the distance with 3 straight out of the strike zone from Braden Mann. Phillips had that sacrifice bunt in the 5th. He also walked and struck out. Officially, he is 0 for 1. The payoff pitch, and that's chopped into the hole in left field, and a base hit. Rounding third is Haley. He's coming in. The throw cut off, and another run across for the Homestead Spartans, who now lead at 6-2 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Aiden Phillips delivers exactly what you want a cleanup hitter to do.
The shortstop, number 9, Charlie.
With runners in scoring position, a base hit through the 5.5 hole and just bounces its way into left field. And a good jump off second base for Haley to come in and give the Spartans a 4-run lead again. Now with runners at first and second, it is Charlie Herr. He'll show bunt. He'll lay it down. Off the mound, Mann wanted to go to third. He slips and falls. Throw to first. Not in time. The second baseman, Carlos, covering. Didn't have his foot on the bag, but the Cathedral arguing that he made the catch and swipe tagged the runner. And now what do we got? We got, again, Cathedral wants to get an explanation. They thought Carlos made the catch and applied the swipe tag on Herr before Herr's foot hit the first base bag.
They're going to have a discussion on this, the 2 umpires.
Yeah, now the home plate umpire is going to go talk to the base umpire.
Did he see a tag that maybe the base umpire did not?
Well, the way the discussion's going, I think maybe the home plate umpire is going to say that the tag was applied because it's a lengthy talk.
And mostly the home plate umpire is doing the talking. Is it a baseline situation, maybe?
I don't think that. No, I think it's just a matter of he was ruled safe because the second baseman was out, and now they call him out. They do call him out. And I'm pretty sure this was about the tag.
It was. And now Nick Bile is getting the explanation now, too.
But it will go as a successful sacrifice for Charlie Herr. So the out is recorded, and Mann, really nice play. He came off the mound quickly. Wanted to make a quick turn and pivot and throw to third to get the lead runner, but as soon as he fielded it and turned to third, he slid right on his backside and had to throw from the sitting position to first. The throw to first a little wide of the bag, but Carlos, who was still sprinting over at the time the throw was made the catch and swipe tag on the run and got Herr just in time for the first out of the inning. Now there's 2 in scoring position. There's 1 out for Connor Dean. Mann will wind up. Here comes the runner from third, and it's bunted foul. Well, that's a good time to give that play a try. You think maybe Cathedral's lost a little of their focus with everything that was going on there. And on the very first pitch to Dean, Stockwell was on his way, and Mann was winding up.
I took a look at Nick Bile in between the pitches here, and he sort of shrugged at his players. Hey, we tried.
Well, the other thing is I'm not so sure that Stockwell didn't have a good enough jump to make it if Dean would have completely missed the ball. 0-1 now on Dean. Stockwell at third. Again, he's coming. And this time it's a miss on the bunt attempt, and that's going to be an out at the plate. They got the runner on the squeeze play at home. The curveball was low and outside, and Dean reached out for it. Couldn't reach it. And the catcher just dove back and tagged Stockwell. Now you've got Bile with a discussion with the home plate umpire, and I'm not sure what this is about.
Well, that's the play they call the suicide squeeze. If you make the contact, you're going to have a run. If you don't make the contact, you got what you just got.
So we have a runner at third, 2 outs, and it's an 0-2 count on Dean.
Wasn't an easy pitch to bunt either.
No, it was a breaking pitch that was almost to the dirt, foot off the plate. So Dean from the right-handed batter's box in an 0-2 hole. Mann's pitch, and it's ripped on the 0-2 left field line, and that's down. It's heading all the way to the wall. Dean rounds first. He heads to second, and for the second time today, a 2-out RBI double delivered by Connor Dean.
Well, we got to do a star of the game. I think we have a good nominee.
Batters number 23, Cutter Stockwell.
So a couple of failed bunt attempts, and with an 0-2 count, he got a pitch he could hit, and he drove it down the line into the left field corner. So Deem on second, another run across. It is now 7-2 Homestead. And a fastball to Cutter Stockwell is in there for a strike. 0-1. Stockwell came into the game in the fifth. He walked and scored a run. The stretch for Mann. And the pitch. Curveball in the dirt. That'll even the count up 1-1 on Stockwell. Stockwell, one of the guys that doesn't get a ton of time. A double header day gets put in. Came in for Samson Markwell, who was struggling 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. The 1-1 pitch. Popped in the air. Shallow right, back as second baseman Tyler Carlos, and a couple of steps into the grass. He will make the catch on the pop-up, and the side is retired. But again, another huge 2-out double delivered by Connor Dean. And Homestead has added some insurance here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Couple of runs across, 3 hits, and a runner left on base. As we head to the final inning, the 7th inning comes up next. Homestead now with a 7-2 advantage over the Cathedral Irish on the BSM Baseball High School Baseball Game of the Week of 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Homestead right-hander Eli Chappelle trying to finish what he started as we head to the 7th inning with Homestead leading at 7-2 over Cathedral. And the Irish will send up hitters 6, 7, and 8 to face the Homestead right-hander. And Bo Blondie gets around early on an elevated fastball and lines it foul.
Batter is number 8, Braden Mann.
And actually, it's Braden Mann hitting in this spot. So the pitch, that's a fastball high and outside. So Mann, who came in to pitch, entered into the 6th spot to bat.
Pretty curveball.
Big breaking balls in there for a strike, and it's a 1-2 count.
I'm telling you right now, number 1 is coming here.
The windup. It's a fastball, just missed the outside corner. Didn't miss by much, and the count's even 2-2 on Mann. And the pitch, breaking pitch, swing and a miss. A good sequence by Chappelle, and a strikeout is the result. 1 away here in the 7th. Eight strikeouts now for Chappelle.
Now batting for the Irish, number 4, Royce Ward.
Pinch hitter coming in to bat for Tyler Carlos. It'll be Royce Ward, a senior, left-handed hitter. And the first pitch grounded deep in the hole at second. Sliding, hitting in front of it is Aiden Phillips, but it goes off Phillips and continues on into right field for a base hit. So just like that, Royce Ward comes in. The pitch, curveball in the dirt, blocked nicely by Nolan Rogers. 2 balls and a strike on the pinch hitter, Charlie Finn. Chappelle, the right-hander, brings the 2-1, and he paints the black with a good fastball on the outside corner, evening the count up 2-2.
His stuff still looks good.
The set, the 2-2. Breaking pitch. Didn't miss by much. Check swing, and then the pitch just missed. And it's gone the distance. 3-2 for Finn. The stretch and the payoff, and he plunked him in the back.
Curveball didn't do what it wanted it to do.
So a couple of runners aboard, with Ward getting the single, and now Finn, who comes off the bench and walks or gets hit by a pitch.
Number 7, Cameron Kors.
So 2 are on. 5-run lead for Homestead, 7-2 as Cathedral bats here in the top of the 7th, and it's Cameron Kors. Fastball on the outside corner for strike 1.
Chappelle wants a double play ball. Finish this up and let's call it a day.
And the pitch. That is hit in the air, right field, foul ground, and over Bardwell, running out of room.
There's a lot of room on either foul side here at Homestead, so outfielders can't just give up on a ball.
Chappelle ahead of Coors 0-2. Runners at first and second. 1 out. Final frame. Set, and the 0-2 pitch. Just missed with a fastball wide. Ward, the runner at second. Finn, the runner at first. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the number 9 hitter. Curveball, and it goes right through the wickets to the backstop. And that'll take the double play out of order, as both runners will advance 90 feet. Now you've got Ward at third, Finn at second, and an even count, 2-2.
And activity in the Homestead bullpen.
On Cathedral's center fielder, hitting in the 9th spot, Cameron Kors. The pitch, chopped foul at the plate. Cathedral won the opener of the doubleheader 13-0. Homestead trying to get a split here in a battle of state-ranked teams. Cathedral number 9 in 3A, Homestead number 9 in 4A. Chappelle gets his sign and will work from the stretch. The pitch, curveball, got him looking. Snap the breaker over the outside corner for the second out of the inning.
He's been good with that pitch all day, and it came to work for him again. One more for his 9th strikeout.
And popping out of the dugout in a hurry is Nick Bile. With 2 outs here in the 7th, it's top of the order.
The shortstop,
Eli Sensabaugh will be the next hitter.
One of those what I call 2-word talks to the pitcher. Throw, strikes. Got a good lead, throw strikes.
2 in scoring position. Sensabaugh is 0 for 3. And he swings and misses, got challenged with the fastball, and he came up a little bit tardy. 0-1. Full windup for Chappelle. That's low. Not worried about the runners at all. He wants to get Sensabaugh for the 4th time in the game and end this one. Try to get a complete game. The pitch, that's high and outside, and he's fallen behind 2-1.
I've counted 3 straight fastballs, haven't you?
Yep. Winds up, and the 2-1 pitch, and he goes to a breaking ball that's upstairs, and now he's fallen behind 3-1. Well, it's a 5-run lead. First base is open. The 3-1. Fastball high, and Sensabaugh will go down and take the open base.
And that's going to be it. Chappelle will be coming out.
And that may have been what Nick went out there. He says, look, I want you to finish it off, but this is going to be your last batter. Well, heck of a day for Eli Chappelle. He gets a nice hand from the crowd.
Well-deserved. And nobody is more disappointed than Eli Chappelle.
Yeah. 9 strikeouts in the game. He gave up a single run in the 2nd, another run in the 6th. So it's going to be a lefty coming in for Homestead to try to finish it off. And as he warms up, we'll take a 30-second break, and then we'll tell you who it is when we come back. We're in the 7th, 2 outs, and the base is full on the high school baseball game of the week. 7-2, Homestead leads it on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Homestead with 2 outs, top of the 7th inning, turns it over to the big left-hander. 6'5", 200-pound senior Alex McDonald to try to get the final out of this one. McDonald, who's thrown 9 1/3 innings, giving up 9 hits, 6 runs, just 4 of them earned, is going to be facing number 2 hitter Callum Birdsell with the bases loaded after Eli Chappelle couldn't finish it off. Looked like Nick Bile gave him one more batter to try to get the complete game, and he walked Eli Sensabaugh, and that brings in McDonald to try to get the final out. Homestead gave up a run to Cathedral in the 2nd, but answered with 2 of their own, and they have led since. They added 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th, 2 more in the bottom of the 6th. The windup and the pitch to Birdsell. Swing and a miss.
The batter is number 25, left fielder.
I think his instructions are you lean on the fastball. Let's get this over with.
No balls, 1 strike to Birdsell, who is 0 for 2 and was hit by a pitch. Change up in the dirt. It's even 1-1. Bags are full. A couple of pinch hitters. Royce Ward, who's running at 3rd, and Charlie Finn at 2nd. Eli Sensabaugh, the runner, at 1st. The pitch, another changeup. Had him waving way out in front.
Well, he's used that twice. It seems to be his bread and butter.
He's ahead 1-2. Trying to finish it off here in the top of the 7th. The set, the pitch. Threw it again, and that's a swing and a miss. And that will end the ball game. A strikeout of Birdsell, and McDonald comes in and finishes it off on 4 pitches, records the strikeout, and the Spartans get the split. Final score here in Game 2 is Homestead 7, Cathedral 2. We'll take a break. We'll come back, and we'll wrap it up next. You're listening to High School Baseball and the Game of the Week, presented by Parkview Sports Medicine, PSM Baseball, on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Just about ready to turn it over to Tin Caps Baseball. Mike Maas and Jaden Taylor in South Bend as the Tin Caps look to win once again against the Cubs. Tin Caps have won the last 3 in that series after dropping the opener. And Alex McCoy and they've just been sticking it. Jack Costello's been big, but the Tin Caps, after a big win last night, get back at it today. And it will be Jamie Hitt, getting a chance to follow up a Midwest Pitcher of the Week performance from a week ago. He'll be on the mound for the Tin Caps coming up in just minutes. Well, here at Homestead, the Spartans win it 7-2 over the Cathedral Irish. Both teams take fairly comfortable wins. Cathedral won the opener 13-0. Spartans win the nightcap 7-2. And a couple of real heroes for Homestead. Offensively, Connor Deem, who delivered a couple of run-scoring doubles with 2 outs in the 5th and 6th innings. And that's really where Homestead struggled throughout the game. But Deem turned that around. And then on the mound, not enough can be said about Eli Chappelle and the job he did, falling 1 out short of a complete game.
Well, you have 2 really good candidates there if you're doing a player of the game. But the encouraging thing was for Homestead late, after so many squandered opportunities earlier when they could have, I wouldn't say break the game open, but have gotten a big lead. In the late innings, they were opportunistic, and that's what won the game for them.
What's interesting is every inning of this game, the Spartans had at least a runner in scoring position. So they constantly were getting runners there. They just couldn't deliver the big hit until finally in the 5th inning. They got a couple of 2-out doubles with Connor Deem knocking in a run, and then Zane Urgis, 2 batters later, knocked in a pair with his 2-out double. And the 5th inning turned out to be a real turning point in this one when the Spartans took a 2-1 game and made it a 5-1 contest, eventually winning it 7-2. So the Spartans improved to 12-5 on the season, and for Cathedral, getting the split, they finish the day 9-4-1. Final thoughts?
Well, the game of ups and downs for the Spartans. They had all kinds of trouble getting it done early on the opportunities that were squandered, but it was sort of like a job done in tandem. The pitching that got them through to a point where they were still close, and then the opportunistic hitting, especially from Deem, with those 2 big RBI doubles, turning the tide and making this a Homestead win.
Big thanks to Adam Lundy back in the studio. We have Tin Caps Baseball coming your way next. For Dean Pantazi, I am Brett Rump, and again, our final score here at Homestead on the PSM Baseball Game of the Week. The Homestead Spartans defeat the Indianapolis Cathedral Irish 7-2. Tin Caps Baseball is next, and you're listening to High School Baseball, presented by PSM Baseball on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
Podcasts by Federated Media.